Cleo? 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 I've not used this in months. Do you remember when I got it, I was like, I'm going to use it every single day. And I did at the beginning, well, every time I did makeup. But I haven't worn it for months. Well before lockdown. You can see the shades that I kind of hammered. That one, obviously, that's my favourite. You can see I've well hammered it. And I've used Tanacon, Diet Root Beer and My Pills a lot. You can tell from how much is missing. I've obviously used Sleep Paralysis a lot, and I've used Spiraling a little bit. Now you can see I dipped in Pigment. I've used Conspiracy a little bit, and What's the Tea a little bit. I had a little bit of that on once when I did that, but I've not really used it. I've obviously used that as well, the way that I thought I would. Now, I absolutely love this palette. As you know, like, I literally sat for about 3 hours trying to get this palette on my birthday, and I got it. So I said it was definitely meant to be, because if I weren't meant to have it, I wouldn't have got it. So you can actually get it now. It is back in stock, and so's the small one. And I was tempted to buy the small one. I was like, should I get it? I don't know. Will I use it? Because I think there's a blue in it that I would never use. But is anyone the same as me? Do you remember when you was like 9, 10, 11? And I used to have a thing for bright, well, not bright blue eyeshadow, but you know, like a shimmery silver tone blue. I absolutely loved that colour, and I used to want to wear blue eyeshadow with pink lipstick. Please tell me I'm not the only girl who did that, because I think I did it. I think I used to nick my mum's blue eyeshadow. And then I had a thing, my mum had a friend. She's still friends with her, but my stepdad doesn't like her, so my mum doesn't see her that much because of my stepdad. But she has a best friend called Shirley, and Shirley used to always wear blue eyeliner, like every time I saw Shirley, and I've not seen her for years now, mainly because my stepdad doesn't like her. But every time I saw Shirley, she would have on blue eyeliner, like a vibrant blue eyeliner, always. She didn't wear blue eyeshadow, not that I can remember, and I'm pretty sure if she did, I would remember her wearing blue eyeshadow, but she always had blue eyeliner on, and I always remember that about Shirley. But yeah, I've not seen her for years. Last time I saw her, God, it must be 7, 8 years ago. Hold on, how old was Lauren, her daughter? She would have been about 15 at the time, 15, 16, and she's about 24 now. Oh my God, so yeah, 8 years ago or something, because she didn't even come to my mum's big birthday that she had 8 years ago. Oh, so it must be 8, 9 years ago that I last saw her. God. But they were best friends. Like, Shirley doesn't live near my mum. My mum lives in Clitheroe, and Shirley lives in Manchester. So I don't know if you can tell from my accent, because a lot of people get confused by my accent because it's very Mancunian, but actually it's getting more Lancaster, like more local to where I live, because I never used to go out, so that's how I retained my Mancunian accent. But now, like, I interact with people more than I've ever done, so my accent is definitely picking up the local dialect, the local accent. But when I'm really tired, or if I'm really relaxed around someone, I have a really strong Lancashire accent. But when I'm just talking normally, my Manchester accent comes through. Anyway, back to the eyeshadow palette. I do love it. There is quite a lot of fallout, especially the powdery ones. So it's a shimmery one, like those two are shimmer. That's a shimmer. That's a shimmer, that's a shimmer, that's a shimmer, that's a shimmer, that's a shimmer. You can probably tell that. They don't have as much fallout, but the very powdery matte ones, when you're doing them, they fall out a lot. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't use it as much. Also, there's not many looks you can do with just this palette unless you want it to be a bit over the top. You need like transition shades, which this doesn't really have. Like, that's a transition into that, but I would use that with a darker brown like that, or like, that isn't the sort of brown I would put in here. So it is a brilliant palette, but you do definitely need to use it with other palettes. Like, I used that with a bit of that and a tiny bit of that, and it worked, but I could have done with another shade in to transition with. Like, I don't know how to use the silver because there's no other shades in here other than the black to use it with, and you need another shade. Like, the white would work, but I feel like another shade is needed, and it's like there's only a little bit of brown thing that I can do with those there. Like, I need a darker brown and a brown that's darker than that and darker than that but lighter than that. Oh god, anyway, I just went and got this because it's the only clean brush I've got. I got it in like a beauty box, and it was in my office, and I was like, I need to go and get that because all my eyeshadow brushes are dirty, and I didn't know what look I was going to do. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to use the palette. I'll show you what I've done to my makeup so far. So this is my look so far. Ignore my under eyes and ignore that because I've not put any makeup on that yet. It's the spot from hell. As you can see, I'm very glowy. I've put way too much powder under my eyes. I semi-baked them and it didn't go well. It just made me look like I've aged. But doesn't having dyed eyelashes make a difference? Because now it's dark around my eyes where it isn't normally. But this is what I'm going with. It's actually darker than it's showing because of the sun. I'll show you what eyeshadow, highlighter palette I use. So I've got this one, and if you've seen the video, I got this in an ASOS beauty box. It was the Revolution one, because this came in it, and this came in it, and I don't really use this as often because I always forget I've got it. And it's got loads of really good shades in, and I've used them all except for the last two. So I've not used those two. And it's the Ultra Glow palette by Revolution. It's not super expensive if you want to buy it. It's about £6. So I also got this in the ASOS box. As you can see, I have heavily used it, especially the top line, because they're my type of shades. Now, I've used this, and I've used that. Which one did I use? Yeah, that one. Mixed with that. Because I've got a very bronzed face, I can get away with it. And this is not super pigmented. But it reminded me of this palette because I kept thinking I've got something similar, and I have. If you look. Very similar. So basically I use this, and also on my face I've got this. Do you know what I like about this? There was 5 different versions of this to match every type of skin tone, so she really thought it through, Patricia Bright, and I really like it. Now, I never use bronzer, but I've been using this every time I get this out. I didn't put that on, but I did the blush, and then I put NARS Orgasm over the top. But you can tell I've hammered the bronzer. So I just don't know what eyeshadow look to go for. Because what I've been using lately is this. You can see that I've hammered certain shades, but I've been mainly using that one and that one with a bit of that one lately. So as you can see, I've hammered Naked. I'm guessing that's my favourite shade. But I also love Smog and Half Baked. I wish they did those 3 shades. Do you know how they do the mini ones? I wish they did one that had Naked, Half Baked, Smog, Toasted, because I've obviously hammered that, and maybe Book or Sidecar. That would be fancy. Oh, good, I've hammered the Virgin. Oh God, I've just dropped it in there. I just wrecked. Did you see what I've just done? I dropped it on Spiraling. I think I'm gonna hammer that. Look what just fell out the cupboard and smashed. And it only fell from that height and it smashed right next to my foot. So now my brand new Vans are soaking wet through and my clothes. Hi everyone. So I did go with the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star palette. I just put on, I think it's called Tanacon, all the way up to there. And then on the lid is it the last one on the top row? No, the second to last, that bronzy shimmery one. Because it really suits what's going on with my face. Because I was going to do something really bold and I thought, oh, I don't really want to. And I started using Tanacon and I was like, I might as well just use the bronzy one. Because when I used my palette last, I didn't have a tan. So it looked totally different to how it looks now. So, this is what happened with my hair when I dyed it. So I did cover my whole head, but as you can see, it has dyed it up there, but it's like a really ashy grey colour, and it's got like a few little lilac-y bits in it. But probably when I wash that next on Tuesday, that'll drop out. This won't. This will last ages. So this was meant to be lilac, and I don't know what it's showing up on camera, but it's definitely more blue than lilac, which I'm definitely not angry with because I wanted blue hair, but I didn't have the nerve to dye it because I didn't want to end up with blue hair, because a lot of the time it doesn't come out and you've got to basically get it bleached out, and I didn't want to bleach my hair. I mean, that's why I've not done my own roots, because I don't want to mess around with bleach basically and end up with orange hair. I'd rather have my roots down here, and that's why the dye's not properly colouring, because that is where my hair's grown to. Because I've not had it done for about a year colour wise. That's why all of that's not dyeing, because it's my natural hair colour and it's got nothing to grip to. So even though it is a blonde, it just won't dye it. Like, it's done something to it, as you can see, but it's not done this. Now this has come out a little bit patchy, and that isn't me, because I spent ages putting it in. It's definitely the dye, but well, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's a little bit patchy, but I don't mind. But I absolutely love the colour, and I love that it's not all the way up and it looks like I've just dipped it into it, but I haven't. It's just not dyeing my natural hair colour, obviously. But isn't it amazing how a hair colour can change the way you look? Like, I look so different. Maybe to you, you might like, no, you look the same, but I do think I look different, and I really like it. If you've watched my videos from like 3 years ago, I did have properly lilac hair, and then I went grey. not from stress. It's a miracle I've not got any grey with how stressed out I've been at times this last 3-4 years. But yeah, that is the gorgeous colour that it came out that I really like. I'm not going to dye it for a few weeks. I'm tempted to buy this dye again because I want it this colour, but I've still got the other lilac one by Directions that I watered down. If I do use it to do my hair, I'll have to put a little bit of conditioner in just to make it enough, because literally this was only just enough in that one tub. But I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Unless you're going to be nasty, because there's some people that actually leave nasty comments just to be nasty. And like I said in a video, like, what is wrong with people that they would actually go into a video to watch it just to be nasty to someone? Like, if you don't like someone, don't watch them. You don't see me watching videos of people I don't like. Like, what's the point? And then if I didn't like them, why would I leave a nasty comment? But people do. People just think it's acceptable. Like, I've been stalked online by someone called Helen, who pretends she isn't called Helen, but she is. And she's lied about me so many times and got people to watch and follow me. And it's like, if these people got nothing better to do with their time than let someone tell them to watch me. And like, why are you watching me? Like, why would you watch me? I just don't get it. Why would you watch someone just because someone said watch them? Because I don't like them. Like, do you know what I mean? She doesn't like me because I could see through her act and how controlling she is, and how she likes to control people, manipulate them, and have them rely on her. And because I didn't rely on her and I didn't really need her, she didn't like it, and she didn't like my close relationship with my doctor, and she tried to come between us. But it was my doctor who kind of spotted what she was doing, because she was like, oh, you should let your doctor read these things that I'm saying to you. No wonder my doctor was like, yeah, because she was actually telling me to show my doctor. And even my doctor must come across people like that, but even my doctor was like worried about me and worried about what she was doing, because she was affecting my mental health. She was making me really down and stressed out because everything was about her. Like, I'd go on Instagram and talk about something and she'd say it was about her, or I'd talk about someone and she'd be like, that's about me, and she'd make me sit there for hours trying to convince her it wasn't about her. And I think she didn't even believe it was about her. She just wanted to be centre of my attention. Like, she wants to be centre of everyone else's attention. And she does have a group of people online that, like, fall at her feet and think she's wonderful. But those are the type of people who are either damaged or curious. And she gets into the head, and then they become reliant on her, and they believe the rubbish she comes out with. And one day when she's not there anymore, they won't have anyone, and they won't have that, but also they'll become stronger, and they'll realise what she's actually been doing. Like, I realised what she was doing, but then she went round lying about me, her and a psychopath called Rachel, who really attacked me online, and I've got loads of evidence of what she did. And the police are aware of what's been going on, because Helen went to the police last year. Oh god, I don't know why I'm laughing. She went and lied, and obviously I could prove that she lied, and she tried to get them to come and bang on my door, because everyone who watches these videos knows I don't have anyone coming to the house, don't like anyone banging on the door, it stresses me out. And she lied and tried to get them to come and knock on my door. They didn't. They actually rang me, and I was at my doctor's, and my solicitor rang them back, and then I got given the sergeant's office phone number, and she'd given a false name as well. And he's like, and such rang the police, and he went, is that her real name? And I was like, no, that's not a real name. And I told him what a real name was. And yeah, so she lied not only about her real name, she also lied about me. And because the police know me really well, because of stuff that's happened to me, they basically knew not to turn up and not to stress me out. and that it was probably going to be someone with issues, and obviously she's known to the place. There you go. But yeah, she was making me very unwell mentally. She was stressing me out, and then I was lied about them all, and they still stalk me online because obviously they want to see if I talk about them, but they're the ones that are breaking the law because I was only ever customers. So the fact that they're talking about me is breaking the laws regarding data. Data protection laws are there for a reason, and they're talking about a customer because that's all I ever was with any of them. I weren't any of them the friends, I was just customers, and I either got ripped off or stuff didn't turn up or stuff arrived badly damaged. So they're slandering me, saying that I have problems with like things when they turn up. It's funny how I've not had any issue with anything since, isn't it? So there you go. Or before, it was just them selling dodgy candles, selling dodgy body care stuff, and also the body care stuff was causing me a lot of issues. I was having lots of tests at the doctors. You'll remember if you've watched me long enough, I kept going, oh, I've had to go to doctors for some more tests. Second I stopped using any of the products from that business, everything cleared up, and a lot of it hadn't been safety tested. And also, don't trust a company that the second they start up, before they even start selling anything, they registered themselves as a limited business, yet they'd not sold anything. That goes to show that A, that they know that their goods are dodgy and that they're going to cause someone harm, because people only go limited if they're going to get sued, and they don't want to be sued personally. They want the business to be sued, and then they can make it look like the business doesn't have any money. There you go. And also, if they don't have any faith in the products, that's why they go limited. And also, if they've got a dodgy accountant, the accountant's done it for them clearly, but it would have been their idea because apparently one of them used to have a shop. The words used to have, dangerous they are, and they were actually causing me a lot of really serious issues. Second I stopped using them, everything was fine, because I literally just stopped, and everything within days or weeks it's cleared up. And I was having issues for months because I was using really dodgy products. So there you go. And they went limited before they sold anything. Shows that they have no faith in the product. If you sell anything that goes on the body, it's meant to be safety tested. Anyway, we won't talk about psychopaths anymore. It is 9:05 and it's still light outside. I try to talk without moving my lips, and do you know what? Sometimes I'm really lazy when I'm tired and I don't move my lips when I talk, and then people can't understand what I'm saying. Random fact about me. My fringe also needs cutting, and it got cut a week ago. Oh god. Maybe it's those hair, skin and nail tablets that I've been taking. I think I'm on week 7 now. I think it's making my hair grow. It makes my nails grow. Like, I don't like long nails. This is almost my limit. And I only did these a few days ago, and they're growing. Yeah, I'm like definitely on week 7 of those vitamins that are mainly for hair, but the hair, skin and nails, but we've added stuff for your hair because obviously my hair was coming out of the roots. And I'm on week 7, so it's actually gone really fast. I remember like the first couple of weeks it felt like I'd been on them for a month, but yeah, I can't believe I'm on week 7. I'm not going to talk about if I'm seeing any results at this point, but also, before I get anyone going, you're down your hair, that's why your hair's coming out. My hair was coming out at the root. Secondly, it's also not a proper dye, it's a semi-permanent, that's why it's not dyeing all my hair. And also, they're full of conditioner. So the fact that I'm actually putting conditioner on my hair with a bit of colour in is not going to do anything to my hair. Because I know I'll get the odd snide comment, because I normally do. People watch my videos just to leave me snide comments, and like I said, why would you watch someone just to leave a nasty comment or bitch about them? Like, what's the point? Can you see my tan? I wash my hands a lot, so it is coming off. Oh god. I'm a little bit patchy. I shouldn't have had a hot bath the other day. Like, it was too hot to have when you've got fake tan on, because it made it a little bit patchy in places. So if I do have baths whilst I'm tanned, I need to make sure it's a bit cooler. But it was so nice and relaxing. What was in my bath? Oh, it was the orange one, the orange bubble bar. Oh my god, it smelled like chocolate orange. I was there like, did I film when I was in the bath? I can't remember. Oh yeah, because I had that face mask on that you couldn't see. That bath was so gorgeous. Like, oh god, I couldn't recommend Shimmer and Lux products more. I actually started buying them last year, and then I got caught up with those two businesses buying stuff and promoting them, and it was me that made them as big as what they are now, because people were buying them because they know I wouldn't lie about products, but I was being made to say stuff that I didn't feel comfortable saying. So obviously when I stopped using them and like the sales dropped a little bit, they didn't like it, and that's why they attacked me as well. But the products are crap, they don't know what they're doing, any of them. None of them are trained in it, they're all guessing at it, and not every product's safety tested, and that's the truth. But the ones that I've been using for the last couple of months, they're so dreamy, they're so relaxing. I had the coconut and lime bath bomb the other day, and it was so refreshing. Like, it wasn't very coconutty, and I was expecting it to be coconut and you not be able to smell the lime, but mainly the thing I could smell was lime, and I love citrus scents. Like, anything citrus I love, but also at the same time citrus scents can go badly wrong, and I was like, is this going to be good or is this going to be bad? And I was a little bit concerned, and it was so dreamy, and I was like letting it, and I just like led there for half an hour, so relaxed and chilled out by it. I don't know what I'm going to have in my next bath because I've got such a wide selection. I've only got one bath bomb left, so it won't be the bath bomb. And I mean bath left by the Shimmer Lux, because I've still got two of the Miss Patisserie, which I love, and I have the bath slab by Miss Patisserie. Then I've got a couple from that brand that I'll never buy from again because they condone bullying. I've got all my bubble baths and stuff, but those are for days when I'm just having a 10-minute dip in. I won't put something I've paid £3-4 in if it's going to be a 10-minute bath. So I'm either going to use half a bubble bar. If I use a bubble bar, oh god, I don't know which one, because there's that mermaid one. I think it's called Mermaid Love. It's gorgeous. Then I've got the Berry Comforting. That smells gorgeous. I've got a Ruby Rose Bubble Truffle, which I definitely won't use next time. I've got two bath melts and a bath bomb. I think the bath bomb's called Flamingo. And I've got two bath melts, so I'm either going to use a bath melt or half a bubble bar. If I use a bubble bar, it'll probably be the Berry Comforting one, because it smells of berries. Because also I'm going to find it hard to use that mermaid one because it's so beautiful. If you want to place an order, if you want a discount, put my name in the notes. Well, it's in the discount thing when you're checking out, MELANIE in capital letters, no space at the end, and you'll get 10% off. I'm not a rep, I just got given a code because I buy from her, so you might as well get a discount. I like a discount. If I ever see discounts for anywhere, like I bought something today actually. I am on a no spend, oh god, and I saw something, and I bought it, and I couldn't, well, I could either get it in grey or white, and at first I was like, I really want the grey, don't have any in grey, I've only got them in white, what it is. And then I was like, but my house isn't really grey, like everyone has got a grey house and I don't. If like, mine's like neutral tones, I don't like the colour in here, but I just can't be bothered to paint it. But if I did paint it, I would do it all white and maybe a feature wall of grey. But my house is not really grey, and I was like, oh, I really wanted the grey. I'm kind of considering messaging the person that I got it from, because I actually know them quite well. I might as well, oh no, I'm going to stick with the white. The reason I got the white over the grey is because white will go with everything. So if I wanted to put it in a pink room, it would go, whereas grey, well, grey would depend on the shade of pink, but Not that I'm planning on a pink room. I think 13-year-old me would have liked a pink room. I did actually have, when I was 14, I had pink, blue, so one wall was pink, then blue, then pink, then blue. I feel sorry for who moved in after me, especially if it wasn't a girl. Well, a girl might not have wanted a pink and blue bedroom, but that's what I wanted, and that's what I did. Yeah, so I went with white, and now I'm wishing I'd got blue, grey, because I've got white ones all over the house. That might give it away. Anyway, I did get a discount. I had 10% discount. And also, if you bought what I bought and you put a certain word in the notes section, you get a freebie. And I did buy a second thing to go with the thing, even though I don't need any of the second thing because I got loads of them. I'm not telling you because I'll put it in a video. I'm not going to do a separate unboxing video for the simple reason I've got 10 unboxing haul type videos. I edited 4 yesterday, 1 went up today, the cherries box. The next one, which will be up when this goes up, will be my Amazon collective haul, and then there's 2 more up. I don't know when they're going to go up, but I just thought I'm going to edit as many as I can, and I was actually falling asleep when I was editing them because yesterday I had a migraine and Friday I had a migraine, but yesterday it was far worse. Went to bed at about 5 o'clock and fell asleep for an hour, then woke up and I should have gone back to sleep, but I made myself get up and I came down and I was falling asleep down here, and I went upstairs and edited a video, fell asleep, woke up about half an hour later, started to edit the second one, and I kept falling asleep. And the video's filmed in my kitchen, and because I was editing it, when I woke up I thought I was in my kitchen and I went to reach for something that wasn't there because it was on the video on my phone. I was like, oh my god, you're not like you're imagining this, and it was on my phone, but I totally was convinced I was in the kitchen because it was what I was editing, and that's how tired I was. Anyway, I finished editing it and it's up. I've scheduled Tuesdays. Now the next video I need to edit is my vlog for tomorrow. I started editing it like when I woke up in the middle of the night. I put all my clips in my editor, and I only put, I've basically separated one day into 2 videos, so I only put part of that day in the vlog in the editor, because if I put it all in the editor it would make the video like 50 to 60 minutes long, and I didn't want that. And because I've not been filming as much recently, I've split one day into 2 basically, so the next vlog I edit will be the same day basically. Don't know what I'm going on about in the video, I'm sat on the sofa. So could be a chatty one because I seem to chat more when I come and sit on the sofa. So yeah, I need to edit that because obviously that's going to go up tomorrow, and then I think I'll edit Wednesdays, then I'll edit a Sunday Tuesday video because I want to get them all off here onto YouTube so they're there. So what I've done is, because I can't make them live from my phone until I've ticked a box, so I have to go on my laptop and tick a box to say it's not made for children, or it is, but obviously these videos are not made for children. And then I can make it live. So those 2 that are already up, I filled all the description box and everything out, and I've just ticked they're not for children, so now I can put them up whenever I want them to go up. And then I've got 6 more to edit. I've got 1 that I filmed yesterday. I just don't know when they're all going to go up basically, but I did have a migraine. I didn't today. I woke up, I'm very tired. I've done the washing. It was ready to go on yesterday, but I'm glad I didn't put it on yesterday because I had 1 more thing today. 2 things actually. So now that's drying in the dryer. I dropped a bottle out the cupboard. It went everywhere and it smashed. I couldn't believe it smashed from that height. It was funny because it made me remember when I worked in the pub. I've never once dropped a drink. I never dropped a pint. I never dropped a glass. I never dropped a glass bottle. And now, knowing how easily they break, I'm glad I didn't. But like often when you're like in a pub or something, like I've not been in one for a long time, you often hear them dropping stuff, but I never once dropped anything. I never once spilt a pint. I remember once when I was working, someone knocked a full pint over who I worked with. And you know when you're not meant to laugh, but it happens and you let out this loud laugh? I did that, and I thought she was going to kill me. I thought she was going to kill them, to be honest, because she's very moody, and I was just like, oh my God. She went, can you get the mop bucket? I think it's because I laughed. I laughed really hard, and I didn't mean to. But you know when you see something and you just burst into hysterics, and I was like, oh my God. And then I went and got the mop bucket, and she mopped it up, because I thought, oh, she's going to make me bloody mop it up now. And she actually mopped it up, and she was soaking wet through, and all I could think was, thank God it weren't me, because I used to, like, it was a Saturday night, I used to dress like I was on a night out. Well, not a night out, but I would make an effort, like I'd do my hair and makeup, and I'd have a nice outfit on behind the bar, because it was a Saturday night. I wanted to blend in. I didn't want to look, like, she always wore the same outfit, basically. And someone used to joke like she didn't have any other clothes. She did, because a couple of times she came in a totally different outfit, and everyone was like, what's going on? She's got another outfit on. But I would have been really pissed off if I got a pint all over me, because she was soaking.